Start recording. Boom. What up, YouTube? You are the true MVP.
Oh man, our YouTube audience.
They're popping.
It's the best audience.
It's the only one we really care about. So if anyone tries to
And
tell
Twitch
you,
will never know.
yeah, Twitch. We got some Twitch bitches waiting up to listen to what's happening. Probably not. Probably just nobody. But
We make this for you, YouTube, not Twitch.
yeah, we make it
It's
for so that I can hear myself talk later. Love my voice.
Mm-hmm.
Can't hear
And then
you.
we'll probably do some Facebook Live on the side. That'll be our bottom bitch.
That's
Facebook Live.
That's a good idea. We should probably do that. All right, let's start streaming in 3, 2, 1. Hello. Oh.
Did we play the Stroke song? Is our Stroke song going?
No, I didn't do a song this time. Fuck.
Stroke song's so good.
God damn it. All right, restart the stream. I didn't do the song.
We're just a fucking mess.
Yeah. I don't know. Let's just do away with all tradition because, why not?
Welcome to Between the Strokes. My name is Hamilton Ward.
And I'm Connor Dreest. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for joining us on this cold post-apocalyptic day, where it might be. We're both very happy to be here. We're so happy that we're going to be drinking delicious drinks while we talk to you.
Speak for yourself. I'm drinking to ease the pain.
What are you drinking, Connor?
Hold on. I'm pouring a glass, a tall glass, to the brim.
I don't drink it out of the bottle.
I'm drinking a Wicked Weed Brewing Company that's based in Asheville, North Carolina.
Oh.
Can't pronounce the name. I'm gonna call it a Zibalba, like Sebulba.
Zibalba?
It's like say Sebulba in a Spanish accent.
Zibalba. I like it.
It's spelled Xibalba. It's an imperial pumpkin ale with cacao nibs, chilies, and spices.
Actually sounds pretty fucking good.
It does.
Well, I've got a nice little hot toddy rolling here with some tea and some
What'd
Buffalo
you call
Trace
it?
bourbon. Hot toddy.
A hot what?
Hot toddy. A hot toddy.
What is that? Is that a thing?
Yeah, it helps when you're feeling a little under the weather.
Yeah, I bet. And the more bourbon you add, the more it helps.
It just makes you feel good no matter what. But it has some Asheville honey in there, so shout out to Asheville for being amazing.
Yeah, we're technically connected.
Yeah.
Through honey.
Through honey and beer.
Yeah. Somewhat.
I think we're both feeling a little under the weather this week. I don't think it matters really who you voted for. I think you can just tell that things are different.
Things have changed. Yeah, last week was a different world that we lived in.
We were happy. There was Halloween.
We had hope. We had vision for the future.
Now we just don't know what the fuck's going on.
We have begun the descent to the deep, dark spiral that is the world of tomorrow. Join us.
Join us. Grab a drink and join us.
Yeah.
But it kind of, to me, it sort of raises the question, because I haven't really been feeling like making art too much lately.
Mm-hmm.
And sort of, I mean, have you felt that at all? Have you been like, oh, I want to draw some more now? Like,
yeah, it's not more that I have. Wait, so you're saying you have not felt?
I have not.
Art? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. At first, I was like, this just motivates me more to make more art. I have less time. Who knows when the bombs are gonna drop? So let's get to it. But then, yeah, I did get a little bit just out of it. So I don't know. I mean, all in all, this week has just been shitty for multiple reasons. But I've been trying to just draw for fun. This week, I have kind of abandoned all the projects I've been working on. I've just kind of been I just want to sketch. I just want to do nothing.
Nice.
Sketch in my sketchbook. So that's what I've been doing mostly. But yeah, what about you?
I think that raises an important point, man. To even when you're not wanting to work on your projects, you're like, well, I still got to sketch. You don't put it down,
Right.
Right away.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, it sort of sucks. But I mean, I sort of went through this this period of just man, what the fuck is the point of art? I mean, I do a lot of sort of self-portrait series of me in a suit, doing weird shit with masks and stuff. And I was like, man, what's the fucking point? What is this doing for the world at large?
Yeah.
So it really sort of made me think about art in different ways and sort of focus down, maybe do some political pieces or something. I don't know. But at the same time, I just like making funny, weird shit too.
Yeah, yeah, it's kind of good to take things less seriously and not worry about like, what's the point of all of this? Because especially for like what I'm doing, there's really no point at all. It's
Because
like,
you'll get bogged down in it,
yeah,
It'll be
if you worry too much about like, I mean, of course you should worry about what other people are gonna think. Because if you're just like, I just want to draw hentai all day.
whoa.
I mean, that is pretty valid, but eventually you got to do something that market yourself. But it's always good to take that time out of the day and just, if you're feeling down, if you're not feeling motivated, just like take a day off and like don't work on all the bullshit that you think you have to do because you told yourself that every day. Just be like, you know what, I'm just gonna open up, get some paper and pencil, and just draw whatever I feel like. And
yeah, yeah.
that's a good way to figure out like if you're actually doing what you should be doing or like what you want to do.
That's actually a really good point, man. Because I know a lot of people. I'll say a lot. I guess like three people. I know three people that are like, "Oh man, yeah, I want to be an artist and I love art." And then like when they get into it, and I mean, if you don't want to do this when you have free time and you're like forced to do it, that's not a good sign.
Yeah.
Like they just sort of took art classes for about a year and just dropped out after they realized that like, hey, I like this more. It's just sort of like
A hobby.
I don't even know. Not even a hobby because they hated doing it. It was really
Oh.
weird.
It's
They
like I
just
thought
like
I
to
liked
draw.
it. I saw all the
Yeah.
sweet V-necks and
I
trendy
wanted
tattoos,
it.
and I thought that's
Yeah,
where I
dude.
belonged. But turns
Yeah,
out,
that it's more about like I guess the click of it as opposed to the actual fucking product,
yeah.
um,
Oh shit!
which
I
is
keep
really
hitting
strange.
F, and I keep making this shit full screen. I know that's fucking up the stream, but hey,
Well,
let you know.
what are you drawing here?
I
Some
don't
sort of
know.
robot man?
Yeah, I guess. Like I said, I'm feeling down this week, so I'm just gonna not think about it and just see what draw whatever. Like I like drawing shapes that turn into helmets and have dumb shit on them. So I'll
So
do that.
sort of sci-fi,
Yeah, yeah. We'll
or
just
is this post-apocalyptic? Is
you
this
never
what I
know. Yeah,
mean?
maybe like kind of like a post-apocalyptic future sci-fi welder's helmet.
So you really have no fucking idea what you're gonna do right now.
Oh no, I'm just like it's all. I'm just like fucking with shapes at this point. I'm like, okay, this shape looks right here. Maybe could be fun. Kind of winging it. But
Nice.
yeah, so it's always
Well,
good
did
to.
you see Doctor Strange this weekend?
I did see it. Yeah.
Ah,
Have you
damn it,
seen
I
it?
didn't get to see it. No, I haven't fucking seen it yet.
Yeah, it's good. Well, I have some opinions on it. I think it's a well-made movie.
Okay, all right.
I personally wasn't emotionally invested in it really at all, just because Marvel has threatened the world with extinction like in every movie for about
Right.
8 years. So at this point, it's just kind of like, oh no, another space alien's gonna destroy Manhattan. What do we
That's not it.
do?
So it's that sort of thing where it's
Yeah,
just
I'm tired of like the world-ending evil bad guy coming and like then you got your origin
well,
story for the hero and he's like, oh, of course, like some tragic event happens to him and then he's like searching for answers and then the answers manifest himself in some kind of superhero cape thing and then he figures out like something beyond himself and then he learns, god damn it, I hit F again, he learns how to be a better person. But
well, I mean that's sort of the thing. I mean, are there just too many fucking superhero movies? Because that just seems like the plot all the time, like you're
yeah,
saying.
yeah,
Like into the world, here it comes, sort of deal.
yeah, I mean that's at least why I'm tired of it. It's just I've seen it so many times. Like there's been so many Marvel origin stories that are this almost as identical that like it hasn't changed since Iron Man 1.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like that's a great point. Like origin stories. Like I'm so fucking sick of origin stories, man. Like
Yeah,
if I have to see fucking Bruce Wayne's parents
yeah.
get shot like
Yeah,
again,
yeah,
just so annoying. And even in the fucking like Batman Superman movie, like they did it. Like or Batman's already doing his thing, and they showed the parents again. Like,
yeah,
god
of
damn it!
course, yeah.
Like we know it, we get it.
Yeah, we've seen enough
Uh,
Batman, we understand.
all right, now I hope. I think with Spider-Man: Homecoming, they're like going to take it past that, right? Like, is that the deal? Like, it's not
I
going to be an origin story,
I
right?
don't know. I know nothing about that. Is that the new one with the kid? That
Yeah, I
was
think
an
he's British. Is he
Avenger.
British? He looks British.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I've never seen him in
All
anything else.
all American actors are British now, Connor. Didn't you know that?
Yeah, it's true though.
They have to
It's like,
be.
oh, I love this. I love House. Wait, he's British? Oh,
Damn it!
no, it's not.
Oh, Doctor
Damn it!
Strange
I
is
can't
great
watch
too.
British
Damn
people.
it!
I hate British. I'm racist. No, that's not even being racist. That's just you know colonialist.
Yeah, well, I hope colonialists. I mean, I hope that that they don't do that because I think, like you're saying, like we need sort of a superhero movie that's not so into the world, that's more centered in like a locale. Um,
Yeah,
Even like with Daredevil, like I thought the first season was great because it was so centered in Hell's Kitchen
yeah. I haven't
and I
watched it.
guess New York. Seriously, yeah.
No.
Oh man, you should check it out. Like, and I think that's why it's so good. And then all of a sudden, the second season, again, of oh man, end of the world kind of deal,
Yeah.
and it just started losing me.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
so I think they keep trying to push that, and it's just I'm tired of it, just like you are.
Yeah. I like the smaller stories. I've been watching
Yeah.
Black Mirror, and that's why I really like that. It's if you haven't seen Black Mirror, you probably have been recommended it because
Well, everyone's been talking about it lately, but it's on its third season.
yeah.
Like, what happened to season 1 and 2? Did people just not talk about it? Like,
I
what
mean, it's like
happened?
everything you find out about, like Game of Thrones, like season one, nobody really cared, but then like around like 3 or 4, once it started getting really popular, that's when everybody's like,
Ah, all right,
this
all
takes a
right.
while, I guess, for shows to get off the ground. But yeah, it's really good, and every episode is like a self-contained story, so nothing carries over. They're all you can watch them in any order. It doesn't matter. All the actors are always different. It's not like American Horror Story where you're kind of like, okay, let's see what these actors do. Like you never expect it because it's always different. So I really like that. And it's all just about how technology affects our lives, which is cool. It's very
Well,
relatable.
is it like, is it sort of like what genre? What genre would you put it in?
It's like science fiction. I wouldn't say horror, but like thriller.
Okay.
It's like a lot of it's science fiction because it's all about like future technology and like what would the world be like if this kind of technology existed. Not every episode, but a lot of it revolves around that.
Okay.
And then it kind of dives into like the just like what would be the effect of that on like the human psyche and stuff like that, which is cool.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, you should definitely watch. There's an episode, the one I started with. I was watching a YouTube video and somebody said you should just start with this one. It was it's called like Playtest, I think.
Yeah.
I think I texted you about it, but have you watched it yet?
Now is that the third episode in season 3 or something? Or
I think
someone
so.
was
I
telling
think
me
it's
about it.
season 3. Yeah, it's really good. It's about like this gamer dude. He's not a gamer dude. Sorry. It's a dude.
Just lying to
Yeah, it's
everyone.
a guy. He's like traveling the world, trying to find himself. He's traveling abroad, going to all these different countries. He eventually ends up in. I don't want to spoil it too much. Spoilers.
All right,
I'm
no,
gonna tell you a little bit. This is the
tell me a
basic
little bit.
premise. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into it.
Give me a teaser. Teaser,
Okay, yeah.
bro.
He ends up in the UK.
Oh
He,
God, too much information.
he runs
Oh,
out. He runs out of money, so he's like looking for like little jobs to do so that he can like get back home. And he finds out about this job to be a playtester for like a video game company. But
oh
they're
shit.
the company is experimenting with like this new
Oh.
untapped like world like experimental VR technology.
Oh man. All right, no more.
Yeah,
You
that's
hooked
all you
me.
need
All
to
right.
know. Yeah, so
I'll
if you
check
think
it
that
out.
sounds cool, you would like it. And
It's
then
just it's just weird how like everyone starts fucking like talking about it now. You know what I mean? Like with Stranger Things, like season 1, boom, everyone fucking loves it.
yeah,
And yeah, Black Mirror is like season 3, so it's like a slow burn build up.
yeah,
So I don't.
I think it just
Have you
depends on
watched
the
the early
show.
episodes? Are they good?
Yeah, so I started with that one, season 3, and I was like, that's really good. I liked it. And then I watched like a few more from season 3, and they were awesome.
Mm.
I think I've seen the first 2 or 3 episodes of season 1. They were really good. Like I haven't seen a bad episode yet. I probably watched six episodes, I think.
Oh Jesus, nice.
Yeah, so I love it. I can't wait to watch more, but I've just been busy.
Well, what about you see? I mean, that's sort of the thing. It's hard for me to like block out time and be like, I'm gonna commit to watching something for 60 minutes, 90
Yeah,
minutes, or what have you.
yeah, they're all like an hour
Where,
long too.
yeah, it's like whereas if I'm watching like a fucking shitty show, like I can just sort of like half watch it and do art stuff.
Yeah, like something you can play in the background while you draw or.
Yeah, just to like hear
Edited or
voices. So yeah, so it makes it feel like I'm not like alone, you know,
yeah. That's
like
why I
they're
like
like my friend.
podcast. Or
You
I
know?
mean, if you're listening to this while doing work, that's cool. That's what I would do.
Yeah, we're in the room with you. We're talking to you.
Yeah, I like
You
something
can
like
hear us
that
in
where
your
I don't
ears.
have to constantly click over. Oh, what's happening? I heard something interesting. I like something.
That's what I was doing.
Yeah, so like audiobooks are really good for that. I've been listening to Fellowship of the Ring.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, I've been trying to. I like randomly was like, I never read The Lord of the Rings, so I want to read them all, but I don't want to sit down and read them, so I'll just listen to the
Oh
audiobooks.
man, that's a great fucking idea, actually.
Yeah, and also life hack: if you're poor and don't want to get Audible, um, like a lot of the really big books, like Lord of the Rings, stuff like that, like a lot of those audiobooks are just on YouTube. Like people have uploaded them.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, so you click Lord of the Rings Fellowship, 9 hour long YouTube video. Just listen to the audio. Like it's a good chunk. That's a whole work day, you know.
That's awesome.
And you can do a shit ton of work and get through Lord of the Rings in one day if you just sit there and crank it out.
See, like I remember devouring The Hobbit. Like I read the shit out of it.
Yeah,
And then I tried to get into Lord of the Rings, I think once or
I read
twice,
the
and
shit out of that book, dude.
they started listing like family names, and like this guy is related to this Hobbit, and this Hobbit's related to this Hobbit, and I'm like, all right, come on,
Yeah,
let's
no, that's the thing I like you said, like something you can put on in the background and zone out to. Like that's the good thing about
zone out to the
audiobooks.
family names.
Yeah, like I mean, I definitely am catching like the important stuff, but if there's ever like a lull in the story where it's just kind of like, and we walked again through the woods, because that's a lot of the Fellowship is just them walking, like describing where they're walking and like what the ground feels like. So that kind of stuff, like I'm listening, but it's just kind of like you don't have to really actively listen to it. It's all passive listening.
Well, yeah, I think
So that's good.
that's pretty good.
You don't have to
Well,
focus.
we've been me and the girlfriend have been watching fucking Hallmark movies like nonstop,
Yeah.
and they're great for getting you in the Christmas mood,
So they're
which
Christmas
automatically
movies?
makes you happy.
Christmas based movies?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like Hallmark, the Hallmark Channel, and I think Hallmark has like a sister channel called Hallmark Mystery,
Mm-hmm.
and they play Christmas movies every day, like all day from like October, or I guess November 1st until after Christmas, like every
Okay.
day.
That's cool.
Um, and they're so bad, man, but some
Yeah.
of them are just, like this is one of those things where sometimes it's so bad it's just good,
Yeah.
and they all have the same plot, you know.
Do they?
Yeah, it's usually
Is it like campy bad?
it's just bad. It's almost like a soap opera kind of bad,
Okay.
you know, but like a well done soap opera bad.
Yeah. I mean, I
Like,
think I've seen a Hallmark movie, but not recently.
but they get you. I mean, they get you in the Christmas mood, man, and
They
it
get
helps
you.
me. Yeah, especially after this week, it's good to sort of get into the Christmas spirit and
I'm not ready for
do
Christmas yet. I don't know.
what,
I can't get into
dude? Come
Christmas
on.
until Thanksgiving, at least.
Oh man, come
Like,
on.
when you have Thanksgiving dinner, then you're like, all right, the holidays. Here we go.
You got to start early.
I
You
go
got to
one
start
holiday at a
doing
time, dude.
doing the carols and
Yeah.
doing all that sort of carols.
All those sort of carols. Do you carol? Do you carol?
I carol in my house, yeah, all the time.
That's not caroling. That's just singing Christmas songs. Caroling, you have to actually go outside, Hamilton. You can't just say you're caroling in your house.
Should I just go on my fucking porch
Yeah.
and just start shouting?
That's not
it to
caroling
the-
either. You have to go to people's doors and knock on
So
their door.
caroling has to be doors. Like I have
Yes,
to knock on
caroling is a
doors?
very specific term. It's not like, if you're just singing a Christmas song, I wouldn't count that you could say you're singing a Christmas carol, but you're not caroling a Christmas carol.
Oh, I
Carol
don't
can
know,
be a
man.
verb or a noun.
I don't know. I think if you're singing a Christmas song, that counts as caroling. I am caroling along. That makes sense, right?
Are you saying carrying? No, just kidding. No, yeah, I don't know. I've never caroled.
Well, what about video games, man? Have you at least been playing some games lately?
Yeah. So video games are good, unless you want to get work done. But I've been playing Battlefield 1.
Is that the bee's knees?
That's the new shooter, boys. If you want to shoot them up.
Because I heard Call of Duty is just fucking awful.
No, I don't know. I mean,
really?
okay. Hate on me
Everyone's
as much
been
as you want.
saying
Hate on me as much as you want. I just drew a little squiggle on accident because I got excited. But
You're so passionate.
so passionate about Call of Duty. Say what you will, but I love me some Call of Duty. Like I used to play the stuff out of that game, man.
Yeah, everyone used to play it. Everyone used to play it.
No, but I still like. I mean, not recently, but in like college. So like maybe 2 years ago, like I remember I was just bored, like a snow day or something. I was like, I really want to play the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 campaign. So I just like load it up and play the campaign. Like I used to love those campaigns, which is bad because they're like so cheesy.
So bad.
It's like the most like 80s action movie in a game. But like I
Not
love that
even.
stuff. I love them not. No, it's pretty much on par with like an 80s action movie. It's like there's a terrorist that's gonna, blow up a nuke, and then you gotta go punch him through a window. Like that's pretty 80s. But I mean, for whatever reason, like I just always like those campaigns, playing through them. I don't know, but yeah, the new one I didn't get it. I don't know. I haven't bought a Call of Duty game since Black Ops 2. Did I buy Black Ops 2? That's when it started going too far for me.
Yeah,
Like,
I think
when they
that's
started
when
getting
a lot of
jetpacks,
people started
I kind of
playing,
like checked out. I was like, I can't handle all this. Like, we got 12-year-olds flying over me, shouting obscenities as they kill me from an angle I've never even.
Fuck your mother.
Yeah. Yeah, no, but I haven't played it in a while. But Battlefield's really fun. I can get more into that because it's kind of, you actually have to. I mean, you don't have to, but it's really fun to play with like a squad of your friends.
And it's more like on the ground. So you're not jetpacking around and shit.
Yeah, well, there's like planes in the new one, but I never use them. I get killed by them every now and then.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the thing that a lot of people just, at least just from the reviews I scanned, like people don't like it, people aren't playing it. So
What, Battlefield?
no, man, no, Call of Duty. Like people are playing more Battlefield than Call of Duty.
Oh yeah,
so.
no, I've kind of heard that. Like, yeah, people have said the multiplayer is kind of not as good as the last whatever. But I didn't like the last one either.
So it's just awful.
They remastered Call of Duty 4 though.
I know that sounds.
And that was
like
the lame. That was what everyone was complaining about because you couldn't just buy the remastered game that came out 10 years ago. You had to buy the new game that nobody wanted to get the remastered game, and you also had to spend $80 on it or whatever.
That's so stupid, man. They're such a.
I mean, I'm sure after they make their money, they'll be like, you can now play it for free.
Yeah, we know you guys want this. Here you go.
Yeah, I hope so. That'd be nice to them.
Well, don't they have like fucking like medics and shit in Battlefield?
Yeah. Yeah, I play as the medic a lot because it's like the gun types are restricted to the classes, so medics get like semi-auto rifles.
Oh, damn, nice.
So I like that more. I'm better with those guns than like the spray and pray.
Well, do you heal people too?
Yeah, you heal people. So like as a medic, you can throw med packs and you can revive people. Like there's a couple classes, but you can do different things. You should play with me, man. It'd be fun. We'll get online. Kill some Germans, or get
I
killed.
mean, don't you play on the Xbox or PS4?
Yeah, get an Xbox. You don't have an Xbox?
No one has an Xbox.
I have an Xbox.
Nah, can we crossplay? Can I get on? Can we PC?
No, there's no
Xbox?
crossplay. That is a cool thing. I wish they would do that more.
Yeah.
No games do that. They're just like, no, you can't.
You know, the what was it called? Shadowrun did that.
Yeah, I remember
back
that
in the day.
Yeah,
and what happened was PC players just fucking rape face, and so they're like, we can't do this anymore. That's what happens.
I know that's what happens because with a mouse and keyboard, you're like a goddamn contract killer. Like you just can't miss because you just click on their head and they die. But like with a controller, you're just kind of like fumbling around your sticks like an idiot.
Yeah, I don't know why they just don't put a fucking
They
mouse
could balance
and keyboard
it though.
thing.
Like give the console players some kind of like auto lock like Call of Duty has, you know.
No, just give consoles a mouse and keyboard. You know,
I think
something
there
like
is
that.
a thing you can get that's like a adapter for consoles.
I don't want it. I just want to plug in literally my mouse and keyboard into a console.
I mean, I
guess
guess
have it work.
technically you should be able to do that because isn't there a USB on like all the new consoles?
I hope so because that would be amazing. I would love it.
I don't think you
that
can
way we could play together. You know, we could both be medics. We could heal each other.
We can play together on a different game. I probably won't buy Battlefield again on PC, but I have a PC. I can play games on it.
Nice.
Play Overwatch or something.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, man, that's what I've been playing. They finally released. Well, they put the Sombra chick on the PTR.
What's that? PTR?
The public test run for those of you.
So you can play
on PC. Yeah, you get to like test her out before she's released.
Test her out. Take her for a spin.
Take her for a spin.
Yeah, no, she looks cool. I saw the cinematic. Those cinematics are beautiful.
Dude, man, Blizzard is so good with their art department.
They're the best. Everybody loves Blizzard.
Yeah, even like they had like a CGI video, then they had like an animated, like her origin story. You know, did you see the origin one?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about, right?
Well, there's a couple of them.
Oh, I didn't see like the 2D animation. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like the animated one.
I saw a link to it. I didn't watch it yet, but
yeah, it's just they're so good with that. And it gets you excited for the character. Like when you play the character, you feel like I don't know into it. You know, it becomes more than just
Yeah.
like pixels on the
Then they
screen.
say some dumb line that you're like, that's a reference to this backstory.
Fuck.
Even though that game has no story at all besides the YouTube videos.
Yeah,
But, it's cool.
it's fun. I mean, it's just good to play with friends. I mean,
Yeah.
it's tough for me to like sit down and be like, I want to play this game by myself, like a role playing game or something. You know,
Yeah, I don't play a lot of single player games
because
anymore.
it's just better to play with
I'm waiting
friends.
for Red
Like,
Dead 2. I'll play
yeah,
that.
you have a long wait.
Yeah, I know. Probably still play the online. I think they're going to do some kind of online release for it.
Ah, man, that's what worries me because I hated the. I think we talked about this before. Like, I hated like the Grand Theft Auto online.
Why? It's so much fun. I play it a lot.
It's so confusing and it lags.
Confusing.
And
It's like the dumbest game. All it is like a physics engine that's really good. So you just like fly out of cars and blow up. And
yeah, I don't know what's going
it
on.
does
I have
have a
to
lot of
load into
glitches
shit.
though. Yeah, it's not very
And I
stable.
and I want like more shit for the single player where I'm just,
Yeah,
which is weird because I was just talking about how I hate single player games.
but that
But
game is good.
yeah, for some reason, just Grand Theft Auto makes me feel like a living and breathing world.
It is. They put a lot of stuff in the screen.
Did they say Red Dead was going to be a prequel?
No, I don't think they said yet.
Okay.
I
'Cause
don't really know. I still haven't beaten the first one.
I haven't beaten it either. I don't know if he lives or dies or
Something.
becomes a zombie. You know.
Something happens. I'm sure.
But what are your feelings on prequels anyway? Like we got what is that? The
Well,
Rogue One, you know, and
yeah, we got the Squeakles, Alvin and the Chipmunks, two,
it's
the
fucking
Roach.
brilliant.
No, that's
Brilliant
what it
movie.
was. Yeah, an amazing quality film. I like. It depends. I mean, I don't like bad sequels or prequels. What are we talking about? Prequels?
We're talking
I'm
about
excited. I
prequels,
hope Rogue
not
One is
squeakquels.
good. Yeah, I like a good squeakle every now and then.
Well, because to me, it's tough for me to get into a like a prequel because it's like I know what's gonna fucking happen. You know what I mean? It's just it seems pointless to me in a weird sort of way. Does that make sense?
What seems pointless?
Like the movie, it's like all right, I know what's gonna happen at the end of this and what
Uh,
happens after it,
yeah.
so I don't care what happens in the like it's
Yeah, but it's like stuff you don't know. Like Rogue One, yeah, you know that they steal the Death Star plans, but like you don't know like if they're all gonna die, and like who knows? Maybe they just like they steal the plans, they put them in a droid and shoot it out into space, but they all die.
of course they're all gonna die. I mean, I think
What? No, I don't think so. It's a Disney movie. They're all gonna live.
they're
One guy will
not.
die. It'll be a token black guy
Yeah.
that gets killed off.
It's gonna be like a whole thing. I guarantee you, they'll all die, or maybe one
I
of
mean,
them
that's what I want. I want it to be
survives.
like a Saving Private Ryan to the nth
What?
degree, where it's like Tom
That's what
Hanks
that's what they
in front of the
said.
tank shooting, but
And
it's
but except it's like an
Lucy Day.
AT-AT coming
Yeah,
at him,
yeah,
dude.
exactly. And he's just like throwing one last grenade as he gets blown into oblivion. That'd be great, but they won't do that. They might. I
Well,
hope.
but I think they were, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh no, we're reshooting it. So
Yeah, they were doing reshoots. That's
yeah,
never
it's
good. But I don't know. I'll still go see it. I'll be there day one, dressed as a Wookiee.
Are you really gonna dress as a Wookiee?
No, I mean, can afford it. I couldn't afford the movie quality costume.
You should do like
It's
a.
okay. They might not movie quality. What's that from Step Brothers? They get the Chewbacca mask.
Well, some of them, man. Like I've been following some cosplayers, and that whole shitty cosplay movement is like picking up momentum.
Is it? Is that what all the hipsters
Yeah.
are doing? Shitty cosplay?
Yeah, shitty cosplay. So like the shittier the cosplay, the better it is.
Saw
So
some
maybe it could
really
be,
good like R2D2 C3PO shitty cosplays. It's just like a trash can painted blue.
yeah. Well,
A dome head.
just
Yeah.
fucking like shave a dog and just glue it to your
You
face.
know how
man.
C3PO's got that like little like circular like disco thing on his chest? Or
I
like
do,
his
yeah.
abdomen? Yeah. Somebody just
Yeah.
like spray painted a paper plate silver and then like plugged in some like aux cords into it. That was their version of that part. With like a whole bunch
See what
of
I mean?
Yeah, I love
It's
that
so
stuff.
good. You know, like it's again, it goes back to the whole thing where it's so bad it becomes good.
I mean, yeah. We like the bad stuff. Speaking of
Yeah,
being
man.
bad and good at the same time,
Batman, we're talking to talk
there's a
about
new
Batman.
movie
He's
coming
bad
out.
and good.
No, there's a new movie The Bad Man. No, there's a new movie coming out called Officer Down. Have you seen the trailer?
No.
Oh, it looks so good. It's like my perfect movie. Like I love the campy shit of like basically well his name's Officer Down. Like his last name is Downe. So
No, it's not.
yeah,
No, it's fucking not.
yeah, you should watch the trailer when you get a chance. It's great. It's basically like RoboCop, but he's not a robot. I don't really get it. I mean, they don't explain it. It's just like there's like some like 2 Chainz song playing or something in the background, and he's just like kicking ass. And he like bring him back from the dead like Frankenstein. And he's all like blown up and charred and like dead, and they're trying to bring him back, and then like some lightning flashes, and then he just like stands up, and he's like perfectly clean, perfectly alive, and he just has his sunglasses on. He's just like, Officer Down, reporting for duty. And he's all ready to go. It looks so good.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, the ending scene, it's like him and all these like ninjas come in. They're like
fucking ninjas, ruin everything.
Yeah, they're like Kanye West ninjas. I don't know, they're wearing all this like Gucci and stuff. They all do some flips and stuff, and land all. He's like, "What do you know? Some kung fu cowards." It's like, looks like I have to imply lethal force, and he like punches the shit out of a guy.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's like one of those kind of movies. It's like a wolf cop, which is bad. Don't watch that.
It's not. So Wolf Cop is bad and bad. It's not bad but good.
Yeah, Wolf Cop. It's like it tries way too hard to be bad, so you just like cringe watching it.
Yeah, dude.
It's
like how do you fucking balance that?
Have you seen Kung Fury? Like everybody's all hyped up about that. It was like a Kickstarter thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, and they did like a David Hasselhoff video, which was pretty great because it's just David Hasselhoff, and you're like, okay,
that was awesome.
I'm on board. And then like the movie comes out, and it's just trying way too hard to be like everything that like you want. Like you're like, oh yeah, 80s nostalgia. Let's have his side cop be called Triceracop, and he'll just be a cop with a Triceratops head.
I mean, that sounds amazing to me. It's
just like it's too much. Like it's just too much. The whole movie is just that kind of shit. There's like no actual substance. Or there's like no actual bad stuff. Like to make something truly bad, you have to like put in effort into like you have to think it's good. That's what I like. Like I like movies that thought they were good, but then turns out they're shit.
What about that fucking
Jason
Statham movie?
Which one? Crank.
Which one?
Crank. I love Crank.
Dude. Crank is so good.
But they didn't think it was good, but they like put in a lot of effort, you know.
All right. Okay.
I know the guy that did Kung Fury put in effort, but he put most of the effort into like the visual effects.
As opposed to what?
Like making good jokes. I don't know.
Like what? I mean, what else is there for those types of movies? You know, like
it's when you say substance. Effects.
But I'm saying, what is that thing? Because I know what you're saying, and I agree with you. I'm just wondering what that special something is.
Yeah, I think it's just like character, I guess.
Okay.
Where if you try to be everything at once, like if you're like, okay, this is gonna be a sweet kung fu dude who's a cop, who listens to 80s synth all the time and has a sweet headband and fights Nazis and a robot Hitler and there's Viking babes and there's dinosaurs. Like if you put all that in there, you're just kind of like overload and you're like, okay, I get it. You're the 80s. I got it. Oh, you know. But if you just like do one thing really well, like if you do like in Black Mirror, like you just pick one simple kind of story.
Right.
That's like you can pull off and then you just put all your effort into that. I think that's what's more interesting to watch.
Well, it's funny because there was a video game expansion for Far Cry. I think it was Far Cry 3, maybe, or Far Cry 4.
Yeah, I played Blood Dragon.
Yeah, I thought it was fucking great.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
And to me, it seems like what it tried to do at what is it called? Kung Fury?
Yeah, that was Kung Fury the game. That
right. And so I felt like that worked really well though. So I'm just wondering why that worked, because they threw every trope at you from the 80s. You know? Threw this at you. It wasn't like sharks with fucking lasers and like it was just crazy.
Yeah. Like I like the tropes, but sometimes what's more fun to watch is like the actual shit from when that, like the actual things that they're drawing from. Like they're drawing from all the terrible 80s movies and they're like combining it all together. But like what's funnier to me is like watching Commando and watching the one-liner and watching him kill the dude with the pipe and like just all that stuff is like. That's funnier than a shark. Like if Commando was like, name another like, 80s, like if Gremlins or some shit was like, dudes wearing bandanas the whole movie and like varsity jackets, And the same thing with Commando.
Oh.
If Arnold had shutter shades on and was like winking at the camera every 2 seconds, like it wouldn't be as shitty. Like I don't know, it'd almost be too self aware.
So
Whereas
yeah, so I think that's a great what you just said there. And then you have almost you're pulling all these strings and trying to make a ball out of it, and it's not making a fucking ball; it just becomes a tangled mess.
yeah,
Where if you start with that center ball and pull this string from there, pull this string from there, to add that nostalgia to it, then you have something wonderful.
yeah,
Which is what I think why Stranger Things was so fucking great
hmm,
because it was almost like an homage to like all that stuff of the 80s.
yeah,
You know, it was everything we sort of grew up with. Well, I did because you're a fucking kid. Like everything I grew up
yeah,
with, and it just meshed well because it had that substance. You know, because it started with that substance and just added sort of the wrapping paper of the 80s and some of the 90s onto it.
totally.
Would you? That makes sense, right?
Yeah, no, yeah,
I feel really good about like I feel excited about my fucking analogy of starting with something and wrapping it in wrapping paper.
that was a good. I like that. Yeah, you got to
Yeah,
wrap it up.
you gotta wrap it up.
Yeah, yeah. That's I'm gonna save that one in the memory bank.
Good. Well, I mean, so you're playing the battlefield, you know, and I think as artists, we're sort of naturally drawn to video games because it's like playing, for me, it's like playing a fucking art book.
Well, no, yeah. I mean,
Um,
that's how I got in all this shit. It was like playing games.
yeah, like they're so great.
Yeah.
So is there one you're sort of looking forward to for this holiday season?
Um, I mean, I really like the art and like the world of Dishonored, but
Oh, so
I don't
good.
think I'm gonna buy it though.
Oh man,
Yeah,
the first one to me was one of the best games I've played in a long time.
yeah,
Um, yeah, it was like you said, like it was world building, like 101. Like if you want to know how to build a world, play through Dishonored.
yeah. It's
And
very like and like what we were saying before, they didn't draw from 1,000 different references. They picked like four things that like
yeah,
fit together really well, and then they just kept like building upon that. Like okay, they're like Victorian era kind of deal.
mm-hmm.
Uh,
A
yeah,
little steampunk.
steampunk and a little bit of like hunting whales, and then
Yeah,
combine all that, and then like a little bit of like witchcraft.
yeah. So it was like Melville, Witchcraft, H.P. Lovecraft. Even the whales had like the tentacles on them, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah, I think it's a great, and it was, yeah, it's like it really is like a master class of world building.
Yeah, I like that
Um,
game. I haven't beaten the
and
first one. I've played.
so good.
I just recently bought it on Steam on PC. I should play
It's
it. I'll
fantastic.
get to it at some point.
Well, and I think we've talked about this before, in terms of world building, where if you create a world that's fascinating to your viewers, the characters almost kind of draw from that. I don't think you need as strong of characters if your world is stronger. What do you
Yeah,
think about that?
yeah, I think that's true. Like,
Would you agree with that, or do you think it starts with a solid character into the world?
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of ways to go about it. Like, there's a lot of movies that have like to start with a character and then you learn about the character and then they just jump into a crazy world and you're like, whoa, what's happening? And you're like in
Right.
this, you're viewing it from the eyes of that character. But also like watching movies where the character knows exactly what he's doing and it's like, oh, geez, you get to experience the world and he's in that character, not he or she or whoever you're like projecting yourself on in the movie is. It's like they're just kind of like showing you the world by doing whatever they do, and then
Yeah,
you
it's
get
not new
both.
to them.
Yeah, you get the character and you get whatever like stuff is new for you, like Blade Runner or something,
Or John Wick.
or John Wick.
I did that so well, man. Did that so fucking well.
Yeah, I like John Wick. I'm doing some John Wick fan art. Hopefully that'll be done soon.
Are you
Yeah, I'm doing a little John Wick painting.
for like commission or?
No, just for fun. I just want to like do it because I like the movie, and hopefully I'll like be able to hashtag John Wick it.
I was gonna say post on Instagram and hashtag Keanu
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Tweet it to
Morpheus.
Keanu. Keanu, look, I drew you. Is that weird? Probably. Are you creeped out by this?
I hope you like it. I put
One
my love into
time,
it.
Chris
Keanu.
Pratt retweeted me, but that was just because he's
What?
super nice and he retweeted like everybody.
But he retweeted you.
Yeah, I drew like the Guardians of the Galaxy. It was like a long time ago and it's really shit, but I drew like Chris Pratt as Starboy or whatever, Star Lord.
You can't call that fan art
It
if
was
you're not a
before the
fucking
movie
fan,
came out. It was
Connor.
before the movie came out, and I was like,
Read a comic book,
I had
Connor.
just watched Parks and Rec, and I was like, can't wait for this movie. I love Chris Pratt, love space, and yeah, so I drew it. And he retweeted it and said like, "That's cool" or "That's awesome" or something. Can't remember what he said.
Did you screenshot that and hang it up
No,
on
it
the
wasn't
wall?
that big of a deal because then I looked on his page and he was also retweeting like any other 12-year-old who sent him some shitty like Crayola sketch of Star-Lord. And he's like, "That's amazing." Retweet. I was like, "I'm one of the boys." It's like, I drew you.
I would still screenshot that shit and put it into your resume and be like, yeah, Chris
My
Pratt.
resume. Yeah. Just bring it up
You-
like, at bars.
Open with that.
Talk
Open
to
with
women
that.
to say that.
Hello, ladies. Do you know Chris Pratt? Well, he retweets.
I know him as well. We once had a small interaction on the internet.
You should fucking do another one of them and see if he'll do it.
Yeah,
since he's a
start
lot
drawing
bigger
like nude portraits of him and sending him to his private email account. Hey, I made another one of these. I'm just looking for feedback. Anything you'd say, I would appreciate.
Man, I feel like that's like an art project in and of itself where you do like nude fan art of people and just fucking send it to them. Like,
Let's see what they say.
oh, didn't
People that you already know, like face to face. It's like somebody in one of your Facebook friends. You don't know them very well, but you know them enough. Like you were in a class with them once or something. Yeah, that would just get you like on some watch list or something.
Yeah.
Probably not a good idea.
Not-
Don't
not-
recommend that.
Not in Trump's America. You can do what you want in
Yeah,
Trump's
you're right.
America.
Yeah, us white males have. We can do whatever we want now.
We can make nude fan art of whomever we need to.
No, it's gonna get bad.
Well, that happened to a friend of mine, where he had a class, like one class with someone, and I think they had like one group project. And then like months later, the dude just started calling him and like trying to be friends with him out of the blue.
That's random.
Yeah, it was, and I think he's still doing it. It's just sort of.
Wait, is this at UNCC?
Yeah.
Okay, wow, that's weird.
Yeah, so it's like a weird sort of like clinger relationship there.
Get some clingers clinging around.
I was making jokes that he was like wanting to become him, you know.
Yeah, he wanted
Or he
to like
just
steal his
started-
face and wear it as his own.
Yeah, steal his life. You know, he had a hard time after graduating, so he just wants to take over your
He's like,
life.
I wish I could be you. I just want to be like you. Want to hang out? Want to come over? What's your social security number?
Let me draw some nude fan art of you and tell me your numbers,
Yeah.
please.
Can you send me some reference photos of doing this nude portrait of you? I'd really like to see what I'm working with.
Oh my god, could you like? Do people? I wonder if people do that. Like,
I mean, so many things, so many creative pursuits have been done just merely to get laid. It's like countless movies.
yeah.
It's just like this guy forked out all this money. It's like, I'm writing an original story about a character who I'll be playing who has to sleep with a ton of women because he's a sexual addict. But then he realizes that there's only, that he is in love with this one woman who's obviously just banging hot. And then we're going to have a 20-minute sex scene. I haven't wrote the rest of the movie, but I'm working on it. So
But the sex scene's gonna be a key pivotal moment for
Yeah,
this
yeah.
character.
casting calls are now open.
Please send me headshots.
Yeah, I mean, let's do it. Let's make our own.
Yeah. So all that's to say, to all you listening, please be careful when sending out nude headshots to people that say they're gonna draw you. I think it's the lesson of the stream.
I mean, I would just say don't send nude headshots, right? Or is that
Well, unless they're a really good artists.
right?
like
Right.
Connor.
Unless they can just really draw you good, then send them away.
So Chris Pratt, if you're out there listening, please send some nude headshots.
Yeah, we're good artists.
to
We'll
Connor.
draw you good. I'll draw you up. I'll do you good.
I'll draw you pretty.
Yeah, I don't know. There's
Uh,
something weird about drawing somebody who's like mildly famous, but like doing fan art of them and then sending it to them and being like, "Hey, I'm a person. Look what I did of you. I love you." That just kind of is weird to me. So
I never really thought about it, man, because like I'll do fan art of sort of imaginary characters like Batman, not like the actors that play Batman, you know.
yeah, but like, what if you just draw like you find like a sweet, like, what is that whole thing? There's this weird thing that was on DeviantArt. It's still on DeviantArt. It's been a thing for years. Like, people just do realistic portraits of like Johnny Depp as Captain Jack Sparrow. What is that whole thing? I don't get. What is that? Why would you want to do that? Like a pencil charcoal draw? I mean, I guess it's like you just love fucking Pirates of the Caribbean, I guess. But like a 1-to-1 perfectly detailed. It's like you took the stock photo of Johnny Depp You like projected it onto a big sheet of like charcoal drawing paper. You traced it immediately, like very precisely, and then you just charcoaled it in. You're like, look at this amazing reproduction of this black and white photo I did.
It's fucking glorious. Can you imagine like their room? You know it's decked out in Pirates of the Caribbean shit
Dude,
all over.
don't even hate, man. I had a Pirates of the Caribbean poster in my room.
I think we all had Pirates of the Caribbean poster in our room.
Hey,
Like, honest to God,
I've
I
loved
think we all
Pirates
did.
for years, and when that movie came out, that was like my joint.
It was great.
That was
No,
my
I
shit.
saw it like 3 times in theaters, man. Like, it was
Heck
fantastic.
yeah.
And that poster was banging too. That's what I'm saying. I think we
Which
all had that
was
poster.
it? Which one?
It was the main one, like the American U.S. release poster.
What was on it though?
I don't.
I don't know if
fucking
we had
It
the
was
same
like
poster, dude.
it was like the natural one, the one you buy at. Well, I think I bought it at Hot Topic or something.
Mine was custom order. Okay, mine was Johnny Depp. He
Was it fucking?
he
Was it really custom order?
No. It was just like I bought it online, but it was like Johnny Depp, and he was like walking towards. He was on like the shore, and he was walking, and then there's the pirate ship in the background. It was like a vertical, like poster format, and he was looking cool, and there was like a sunset behind him. That's the one I had for years up in my room. Then I started working at a movie theater, and I had free movie posters. I just put them everywhere.
That's like the best part about working in a movie theater, right?
Yeah, for a while, but then you get tired of them.
What?
I had a giant Sherlock Holmes: The Game of Shadows poster. It was just
What?
a 6 foot tall headshot of Jude Law with a bowler hat on.
Fucking draw that and then send it to him.
And like
so
my
he can
neighbors could
retweet
see
you.
it through the window. It's just like a giant Jude Law eyeball. And they're like, what is that?
He must really like Jude Law.
Yeah. Yeah.
Must be his number one
I just
guy there.
I got tired of those.
Well, you got to get some sweet poster for me. Like, don't you still work there, or did you fucking leave?
Today was my last day, hopefully.
What?
Yeah, because I got to work tomorrow at this new job, so I can't keep going in. Like my last week was supposed to be last weekend, but then I agreed to come in and work a little bit more.
Where am I gonna get my fucking posters, man? Where
I
am I
have
gonna
a
get my
ton
posters?
still that I just.
What do you got? You got some? Do you have anything
Nothing
that's
good.
that I like?
Like what? It's all movies that have come out in the last 5 years. So
What about the Sherlock? That's the good one, the Christmas special.
I gave the big Sherlock poster of Robert Downey Jr. to somebody I went to high school with. So
What about the Benedict Cumberbatch one?
Strange, Doctor Strange.
No, the Sherlock one.
That's
You
a
guys have
TV.
it.
That's a TV show. We didn't. Show
They
that at
played
movie
they
theater.
played the Christmas special in the movie theater.
We didn't get it.
God damn it. Well, I'm glad you left, man.
I'm glad you left. They gave you nothing. No Sherlock poster. Come on.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you guys. I mean, I'm just upset. I just imagine your room just like covered in posters.
It
all
was
the way
at one
around.
point. I had some good ones. I had Guardians of the Galaxy. John Wick.
Oh god damn, John Wick.
I had what else? Iron Man 2.
Nah, I don't really care about that. Oh, that's the worst one. no wonder. You just
No,
got
Iron
the
Man
shitty
3.
posters, didn't you?
Iron Man 3 is the worst one.
I don't know. They're all pretty.
What was that one? The one with Mandarin? Ugh.
Mandarin, yeah.
But then it ended up being Guy Pearce the whole time.
Oh
And
god.
then he turned into a lava man. And then Gwyneth Paltrow turned into a lava girl.
Everybody was
Turning into
people.
lava or something.
So it sounds like you just had shitty fucking posters around your room.
I mean, yeah, kind of.
So what is this?
I had Medea's Christmas, but then I cut out George Clooney's.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, but then I cut out George Clooney's face from the, what was that, Monuments Men poster, and I glued that to it, so it was just Madea dressed as Santa Claus with George Clooney's face, and then a screaming child on her lap.
Do you still have that?
No, well, maybe, somewhere. It was in my old apartment.
I would love to have that in my studio.
You would really
That's
want
like, yeah, that's like an art piece from you.
it.
You know. Connor's drawing is so unpredictable. Yeah, I've noticed that. You've like erased like 5 drawings you've done.
Wait, what?
And
Did somebody say
chat.
something?
Yeah, chat's talking.
Oh, who's that? Who's there?
They said Connor's drawing is so unpredictable. Mixing it up, huh?
Who's watching me?
I
Said
don't know.
that.
I think it's Josh. It's probably Josh.
What's his name in the chat?
I'm gonna say his name is Josh.
We're gonna publicly embarrass him.
Well, what why do you work like that, man? Where you just sort of
What do you mean,
erase?
unpredictable? Erase? Of course I erase because I'm.
No, but I'm saying you did like fucking 5 different drawings. Oh, it's Sarah. Oh, it's Sarah. Hey, Sarah.
Sarah. Oh, Sarah's never been here before. What up? Thanks for stopping by. It's so unpredictable. It's because
Yeah.
I can't be traced. I'm off the grid. No,
Fucking
no.
no, because at the start of the stream, you had like this robot guy.
I still got them. They're here. There's the There they are.
All right.
I was just sketching, right?
I was worried because I thought you were racing, and you're like,
No.
because I know how you like to work. You're like, oh, this is my guy right now.
Yeah, I mean, I like to do stuff where I'll like go on top and like experiment with different things. Like I'll just be like, okay, well, I don't want to do any of this stuff that is true, so I'll like make a new layer and go on top and just like, okay, now I want him to have a different helmet, so I'll just like erase all half of it and just like start over.
Yeah, you missed the stream by like an hour. Yeah, you missed. We were talking about posters for most of it.
Yeah,
Good
talking about the
poster
coolest
talk.
posters you had in high school. Post your coolest poster. We'll talk about it.
What are you doing? You're just erasing now? Like
Yeah, and I'm just gonna
that kills
draw.
me inside.
Just gonna draw on top. Whatever. It's just sketching, man.
Oh man, but these are good sketches.
Not
Like
good.
you should see my sketches.
I've seen your sketches. They look like a
Yeah,
madman. They look like a crazy
yeah.
man.
They look like it looks like
They're just like so
looking.
like you have to try to make it that like shaky. It looks like you just been shot in the heart and you had to get something scribbled down before like, the last 10 seconds.
That's actually the best description of my art style I think I've ever heard. Because I pretty much
That's not your art style. That's like your sketching style though.
no, that's my art
Because you
style.
love doing super clean stuff when it's on the computer, but if it's like a piece of paper and it's like a small thumbnail, you're just like whoa, and shaking all around.
Yeah, she's saying looking badass though as always. Yeah, your art does look pretty badass.
Oh, thank you. I'm all about the badassery. uh, yeah. I need to stop
All right.
drawing stuff from high school. So my mom calls it
Well,
bad guys. She's like, "Why are you drawing bad guys?" It's like,
that's what your mom calls it.
yeah, because she sees like helmets and sci-fi stuff. She's like, "What are these bad guys? Can't you draw like a bouquet of flowers or something?"
My mom calls it. She calls all my stuff noir. She's like, this is so noir,
Well, that's true though.
and that's where she just. I know, but it's like I don't know where she picked that up. She doesn't know what that means, but she just somehow.
You
she
probably
heard
said
that.
it once, and then she thinks she's part of the crowd.
Yeah, she's so noir. It's like, yeah, I guess, mom. Thanks, thank you. Parents love our art.
Yeah.
You know?
No, they don't.
I
They
don't-
just say they do.
Yeah. It's a little dark for my mom. That's why she says noir. It's a little dark for me.
Yeah. Ooh, I don't know about that. A little bit too noirish.
I don't like severed hands. Severed hands just aren't for me.
Baby hands. Oh no. Not again. You and your baby hands. Have you done
Oh
any
man.
recent works with baby hands again?
Yeah. I was thinking about it. I was just sort of going through like I have like a Scrooge McDuck pile of baby hands
What?
that I'll just sort of
Just
sift
jump
through every
into
once
it
in a while.
once in a while. Swim
Oh, the
inside
baby
of 'em.
hands.
That's like you should make a movie about that. Make like a short film about some guy that just like has a totally normal life, and then he like collects like millions and millions of baby dolls. And he,
That's like
he
his
swims in
thing.
them. Yeah,
Yeah.
he
I have a
oils
kitty.
them up.
Oh, fucking! I have a fucking kiddie pool, dude. I could totally like lay out my baby hands in there
Yeah, but
and
you gotta
totally
go
oil them
bigger.
up.
You gotta go bigger, go home. Like an entire room filled with them. Like,
I
you
started
open the door
Kickstarter
and
for
there's something.
started Kickstarter for baby hands.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's gonna be pricey.
I mean, it makes
It's a big
they have
budget.
to be German made baby hands. You know,
Is
porcelain.
that
I can't.
is that the best stuff? German?
Yeah, I can't go fucking plastic, man. Like a true collector. Come
Oh,
on.
yeah. Plastic.
That would be a hilarious movie though. Like a first date, you know, he like brings her over to the house,
Yeah.
and she just notices like a baby hand on the couch, and she's like, "Oh, what is this? Why is
And
this
then she kind
here?"
of like follows the trail of baby hands, and then she like opens the door while he's getting drinks, and like they
Yeah, he
spill
grabs a
out.
drink.
They spill out of the room onto the
Oh
floor.
man, I kind of really want to make this movie.
need
Just do like
answers.
Kickstarter for $5,000 just for baby hands.
Yeah, do it. I'll fund you. Not the 5,000, but
Here's $5 for one baby hand.
yeah, I'll donate a baby hand or two.
Thank you. You can be the main character in the movie.
Oh, that'd be
You
so
look-
good. Yeah,
You look like a baby hand guy.
Yeah, I look like a guy. I look like the kind of guy that would keep a large stash of baby doll parts in one of his guest rooms.
Oh, I think you totally would too. The kind of guy that cuts out George Clooney heads and puts them in Madea
I
posters.
mean, that was just a hilarious
guy.
goof, man.
Ah. All right, well, I think we're coming to that time for this week's
What?
stream.
We're already at that time.
Yep,
Time
it is
flies.
6:55 Eastern time. We went actually for an extra like 12-13 minutes.
You're welcome. Just
No, we were talking
you go
about
longer.
porcelain baby hands. Plastic baby hands are cheap. We want the good baby hands.
We're talking high quality goods here.
Mm-hmm.
The rate of
Like
exchange
tiny,
in the market is just a
tiny.
boom.
Because everyone thinks it's weird that I have a collection of baby doll parts that I, keep in my studio. Um, I mean, you'd be surprised how often people need them, how often it comes up. Um, well, thanks for joining in, Sarah. We appreciate it.
Is Sarah still there? Hey
Yeah,
Sarah, thanks for stopping by.
she says it's been magical.
Oh my god. High praise. We gotta have Sarah on as a guest.
Oh yeah,
Sarah, you
totally.
want to be a guest? You can talk to us. It'll be fun. We had Josh on. I don't know if you watched that one, but it was a good time.
That was fun, Josh. I had a
Yeah,
good time with Josh.
totally. It was like the best stream we had. You're boring, Hams. I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to other
I
people.
know. I want to talk to Josh.
Yeah, let's get Josh. Let's get Josh and Sarah. We'll get a whole bunch of other cool people that do cool stuff.
Yeah. She says maybe. With a few
Maybe.
exclamation. Well, question marks, not exclamation points.
Okay.
So.
Well, that's about as close we're gonna get to a yes from Sarah. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure. So.
Well, thank you everyone for tuning in this week. We'll be back next week for some. Are we doing our midweek stream for a little fun times this weekend?
Yeah, we should work on something like that. Yeah, we've been talking about doing like a little bit more than just once a week, talking about pointless whatever. So maybe we'll get like some. I don't know. It'd be cool to do like a art critique. Some
Oh yeah,
day of
art
the week.
critique. Yeah.
So yeah, we'll figure it out. If we have anything, we'll post it up online. And
we'll let everyone know. And but thanks for tuning in tonight, and we'll be back.
Oh yeah. Later. Love you.
Stroke to the east.
Hey YouTube.
To the west. YouTube, we're back. We
Yeah,
love you
we're
the
better
most.
than ever. Actually,
We love you the most, YouTube.
Yeah, it's true. Like we said before, you're the people we care about.
You're who we really want to get the YouTube crowd.
Yeah, we really want that YouTube money. We're monetizing all these videos. I'm trying to make money off them ads. So just keep refreshing the video. Watch the ad again. Watch the ad again. Next thing you know, but don't get captured by the charm of modern marketing. We don't want you to actually go to JCPenney for their fall clearance sale. Just stay with us. Donate money to us.
I mean, come on, that's a pretty good sale. Like, that's not.
You're right. You're right. If the deals are crucial enough, then you got to hop on. But just be wary.
Crazy.
Peace.